Hey guys, Lord Sora here. It's been a while as Season 7 is right around the corner. I thought it would be good for me to showcase the best build to play as well as the changes coming to that build from the patch notes. You might be seeing in the background the footage is from PTR. We were playing the newly updated Shadow Blood Wave with the new unique and speed farming pit tier 150 around 2 minutes 50 seconds. If you're not familiar with this build, I have tons of guides on this. I'm currently writing the Maxroll guide for it. I have written the Maxroll guide for it in Season 6 as well, so I'm hoping to deliver the best version of this build, min-max the hell out of it, especially for the fact that it's going to be the best build to play in Season 7. All the Spiritborns who have been used to speed farming the pit tier 150s, this will give you some of that satisfaction hopefully. So in PTR we were doing quadrillions of damage and we were literally speed farming the hardest content in the game. And is this going to be the case in Season 7? Short answer is no, because it received some changes and you may call it nerfs, which were quite granted honestly, because this thing was just breaking the game. I personally do not think any build should be able to speed farm the hardest content in the game, totally trivializing it. So what is new? The build has received a new unique that changes the way it plays and makes it much more stronger in general. On the other hand, they introduced ultimate rank 5 scaling, which in PTR would scale our damage to the sky, causing us to do quadrillions of damage, which is exactly what they adjusted to tone down this build, and I'm going to break it down for you to show how this new formula works, how it worked in PTR, and why it's not going to be as strong, but how you can min-max it going forward. I'm going to be min-maxing this for you, so you do not have to do that, but in case you want to learn how to fish instead of me handing it out to you, I want to do this deep dive as well to give you more understanding on how everything functions and comes together. So the new rank 5 scaling Blood Wave receives is that at rank 5, Blood Wave's damage is increased by 30% of your damage while healthy and damage while fortified directly from your stat sheet. So the higher you made that stat sheet go up, the more damage multipliers you would receive. So ideally you will just stack tons of damage while fortified, damage while healthy, and then you will get a huge damage multiplier, almost making your tooltip go crazy. Let me show you the number from PTR. The bottom line shows you 10,804% multiplier. You divide this number by 100 to turn this percentage into an integer, and we were getting about 108 multiplier to our damage. Blood Wave's weapon damage value at rank 9 is 810%, and the 88,329% you're seeing is roughly about multiplying 810% times 108, which brings roughly around the ballpark of 89,000, the number you are seeing. The numbers are slightly off, they are not fully adding up, but I'm not gonna go into all that detail to give you more math than you need. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a fundamental background information of how this exactly worked in PTR. The bottom line is that the footage you were just watching, I was getting about 108 times the multiplier to my damage. So I was increasing my damage by 188 times. And this was nowhere near close to the max value we could get. We could even actually get over 250 times multiplier. However, this formula is now adjusted. Apparently it was not working as it was initially designed. So in the patch notes, it states that rank 5 will increase it by 30%. It was instead of fully 100% that we were just showing in the tooltip. And the bonus scaling, 2 or more attributes have been adjusted due to scaling incorrectly and gaining too much value. What this means is that these two values no longer multiplies with each other. Let me break this down for you in a stat sheet. Ideally, you would want to stack as much as damage while fortified, damage while healthy to boost this new multiplier as much as possible. Like I said, in PTR, we could actually get this number to 256.9 multiplier. So, like I said, I had only 108. Where you would get these damage while fortified, damage while healthy, you can get from Undaunted. For damage while fortified, you can get some Paragon, Abyssal, and rest of the Paragon nodes. You could get this, and then obviously you could temper and triple masterwork damage while fortified to 1891%. I did not do all this in PTR. I could very well, but didn't have time and it was kind of pointless. And where you will get the damage while healthy, you have Imbiber Glyph, you can do some Paragon with Sacrificial, you can also triple master for work your Coalesced Blood, the passive on your Amulet, that actually increases the stat sheet value, and then you have also Imbiber multi, and then you have some values from Paragon as well. You could get this up to 1258%. So how it worked is that it took the 100% of this value in PTR and turned this into, and then multiplied with each other. It turned it into integer first, obviously, here, and then multiplied with each other. So it took this one, divided by 100, turned it into a multiplier, took this one, turned it into a multiplier, and made it 256% multiplier. Again, I only had 108 during the PTR. But now it's not going to do that. It's actually going to take the 30% of this. So it's going to go down to 30. So we're going to have 537 damage while fortified bonus and 377 while healthy bonus. And these are going to turn into integers to be able to do the multiplication. And with the new formula, what we're going to have is, so these are no longer going to multiply with each other, but they're going to add with each other. So what happens is, this is the new formula. You take this one, add to this one, and you take the 30% of that, and that is your new value, the new rank 5 bonus you get, and then you turn this into an integer. So this will be the multiplier we can get, the maximum multiplier we can get from the rank 5 bonus. Obviously 256 to 10, it's a huge difference. So it's actually quite a nerf, if you want to call it a nerf, or quite of an adjustment. But it was, I think, definitely granted to do this, because this was crazy. So when the season 7 starts, and let's say you do this, you fully min-max your damage while fortified, damage while healthy. In PTR, you were seeing previous screen 88,329% tooltip value on your Blood Wave. In season 7, you are gonna see 8,505% value. Before you panic and think that this will got the build, let me also address that. So in the background, I'm showing another video from PTR. I am completing pit tier 150 under 10 minutes. I have tested that without any ultimate rank 5 scaling, no seasonal powers, and I was still able to do 150 in 10 minutes because I knew this will be adjusted, the rank 5 scaling would be adjusted. I wanted to see what's the raw power of the build without any of this. We're not speed farming and we're not hitting in quadrillions, but we are still hitting in trillions and breezing through this 150. So rest assured, Shadow Wave will still remain as the top necro, or potential the best overall build in season 7. There are a lot of other ways to min-max this build and squeeze in more damage in other ways, and I'm going to do that exactly for you. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be releasing a full guide very soon, right before season 7 launches. It will be great for leveling glyphs, speed farming, hordes, open world, you name it. I personally cannot wait to play it. Lord Sora here. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.